This video is for the surface area of rectangular prisms. This is going to be lesson 10.1. So we're going to do lateral and we're going to do total surface area. So lateral surface area of a rectangular prism formula is LSA, get rid of that, there we go, equals P times H. P stands for the perimeter of the base of the figure, and H stands for the height of the figure. So this one says shade the base of the rectangular prism below. So in rectangular prisms, we usually have to be told which one's the base. And if we're not told, we're just going to assume that the base is the piece it's sitting on, which would make the bottom the piece that's sitting on a base, but it's also going to make this top piece a base as well. So perimeter of the base, we would add 13 and 9, and then remember we have this back side that's 13 and this side that's 9. So we would have 13, 13 plus 13 plus 9 plus 9. Rectangular prism has 4 sides on its base. The height is going to be from base to base, which is going to be 3. So what we would do for the lateral surface area, we would take the perimeter and we would multiply it by the height. So 44 times 3 is 132, and this would be inches squared. All right. New one here. Find the lateral surface area. Again, if they don't tell us what the base is, we have to assume. So we're going to say the base is down here, this one it's sitting on. So the perimeter is going to be 16 plus 16 plus 5 plus 5, which is going to give us 42. And then the height from base to base is going to be 14. So lateral surface area, we would do 42 times 14, which would give us 588 feet squared. Right, the rectangular prism below has a lateral surface area of 150 yards squared. Find the value of x. So we know lateral surface area equals perimeter times height. We know the lateral surface area. So if, I'm just going to mark this top one, if this is our base, perimeter is going to be these two sides plus these two sides. So we know these two sides. They're 13 each. So 13 plus 13 is 26. If this is an x and this is an x, we could say plus 2x. And then we know the height is 5. The other way that we could do this is we could find just the perimeter. So we could say 150 equals P times the height, divide both sides by 5, and our perimeter is 30. And then we could set this equal to this. Either way we want to do it. We could solve this outright, or we can do it in steps. So x here is going to be 2 yards. So 2 different equations that you could use to solve that. All right, total surface area. Total surface area of a rectangular prism, so TSA equals perimeter times height plus 2 times big B. P stands for the perimeter of the base of the figure. H stands for the height of the figure, and big B stands for the area of the base of the figure. All right, so shade the base of the figure. So again, if they don't tell us, we have to just assume that the base is the one that it's sitting on. So down here, which would mean this is also a base, that top piece. So perimeter of the base, this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. So 20 and 20, 40, and then 4 and 4 would mean our perimeter is 48. Height is 6, Area of the base, length times width. So 20 times 4 is 80. So if we plug everything into our formula, perimeter times height plus 2 times the area of the base. Type it straight in your calculator just like that, and you're going to get 448 yards squared. All right, total surface area. So again, we're going to assume that the base is what it's sitting on. So if we do perimeter, 17 plus 17 plus 4 plus 4 gives me 42. Height is 14, and big B, 17 times 4 is going to give me 68. All right, so perimeter times the height plus 2 times big B. Type the whole thing into your calculator, and you're going to get 724 yards squared. Working backwards, let's fill in what we know. So total surface area equals perimeter times height plus 2 times big B. All right, total surface area is 190. Perimeter of the base, so if we call this our base, we can find that because we know both sides, 7 and 2. So 7 and 7 is 14, plus 4 is going to be 18. What we don't have is the height, but we can find the area of the base. 7 times 2 is 14. So we can break this down and solve it. 2 times 14 is 28. Solve it by hand. Subtract 28 from both sides. Divide by 18. X is going to equal 9 feet. So that's it for this set of notes.